What is up, guys? DarkMistro here. This is day by day. This is now day 8. We've not been online in this game for 46 hours. I think that's hours. Yeah, 46 hours, 7 minutes, 55 seconds. And we've earned... That's a lot of money. I mean, that is a lot of money. I didn't anticipate that much being used. Oh my word. Okay, so the main focus today. We're going to do that. And then we can't do that. well, at least we're almost there. See investors. But surprisingly a lot less than I actually anticipated earning. Okay, because we can't get any octillions. Okay. Well, folks, I would ask this now. If you want me to restart this, so basically start afresh, or would you want me to wait till the 25th, so give this game 3 full days to give the full funds to see just how much we can earn? Because I know that we're very close now to reaching the next boost, which is 400, and everything should double, which is what we really need at the moment. Okay, so as now here, I guess I can now speak a bit. Okay, so as you've seen, I've uploaded 2 Star Wars Battlefront video server. There've been a lot of fun in commentating in them, considering that it's actually post commentating, and I've rarely actually done that. I've only really done that for certain things like the memory lane videos, and I think some other ones I did, but I'm completely unsure about actually. Yeah, 'cause it's been a long time since I've done any since the Star Wars Battlefront, so I may have done some, but I have no recollection. Yeah, oh yeah, and as well, no folks, the intro to Memory Lane is now being recorded. I've now got that segment done, but however, I need potentially, if any of you subs or viewers would like, if you feel like you've actually got a good voice on you, or you pretty much want to get some awareness to your channel as well, if you want, that is, if you actually have a YouTuber yourself. If you want, if you feel like you want to be a part of the video as well, the previous memory lane videos actually had basically a bit of like a little tune. Now, that was not entirely set into stone, but the version which I did are in 2 lines, so it's nothing real. But if anyone would like, or feels as if these type of videos do deserve something like their own little theme song, then feel free, so, because that would be fantastic to have. And it would mean the world to me. It would. There would also be the full credits given to the person who did them, because, you know, because pretty much you did it. And as well, folks, then hoping the memory lane can be started sometime soon. I am going to be doing a bit of the games beforehand to get back into the feel of actually being on a to get the feel back on being on a emulator again, as it's been, I don't know how many, I think it's been on a full year since last time I was even on one of the emulator games. But pretty much time, folks. I might actually start off with fully completing a game which I did start off, but never actually fully finished. So I'm going to be redoing it. As now I've gotten better editing skills now, I can probably start to potentially get some better ideas in mind for video ideas. And if it goes really well, great. It means I'll be able to try and enhance these videos to a new level. If not, then fair enough, I'm just not too surprised by it. Yep. And moving on from that as well now, there was 2 more Star Wars Battlefront parts I need to comment through, so that means I'm gonna have to do some I'm gonna have to do some more recording of Battlefront sometime soon, and anyone out there who is enjoying the Mountain Blade Warband Lost Kingdoms, I will be doing that one again as well. So those are thinking that I've forgotten about it, I haven't. I've been trying to get all of these other things back into routines, just so at least I'm not going to be messing up again. Some of the videos I have managed to get routines, but then suddenly something happened. The routine got disrupted, and I ended up forgetting about them, and then by the time I remembered, it was too late. It pretty much went down to that one, and hopefully, this time I shouldn't do. This day by day has been showing a good sign that somehow I've not forgotten to do a single day so far, somehow. And for those wondering, because of the timestamps on the actual main channel, that basically like 1 day ago, 2 days ago, several hours ago, minutes ago, seconds if you're that quick at seeing these videos. If you and some of you may think that they aren't day by day, there's some that are done on the same day. Have a look at the upload date itself, and it's each day as it goes along. Every upload I do is literally minutes after I've finished this, after I've finished recording the things themselves. So these are pretty much the most livest thing I've done apart from the stream, which I tried to do on Twitch. Which I need to try and get that working again, and I might try and do some twitching. Okay, that can sound a bit bad, but yeah, you know what I mean. Hopefully. But yeah, moving on, yeah, pretty much the info, so that's the Xbox One side of things. Spoken about all the uploading, recording, editing. The second half of this video. Now, basically, for anyone who watched my previous video, I mentioned about ghost stories, stuff like that. Well, some of you may not actually know this, I've not really told. I don't think I've told anyone out of my family this, but pretty much I actually had an encounter. Yeah, I did. When I was living back in Bavaria for, I think, 2 years. As I moved there when I was 19 and I flew back. I actually flew to Bavaria, so the southern east province in Germany, on my 19th birthday. And I flew back to England on my 21st birthday. So that is something. I've been pretty much had 2 birthdays on a plane, which has not been entirely all that good. Yeah. And it was actually during my time in Bavaria where I actually had the encounter. Because basically in the house which I lived in, it was actually the original way. One part of the house was just the house itself. Then after several decades, so maybe 30 years, something like that, maybe longer than that, the family residence of the house, the more modern residents, actually decided to have the house extended. So they pretty much made an entire house as the extension. And from that, the original house had been given a doorway to into the extension, which became the main house. And it was actually in the middle of the night when I woke up and I went out of my room. Not quite sure what yeah, that's right, yeah. When you are prepared to drink 4 liters of cover in one sitting, you have to be ready. And I wasn't, so I basically left my room, went to the bathroom, opened up the door, realised then that there was no paper there whatsoever, so I decided then to go into the laundry room to get some, just because basically then if you don't get it quick enough, pretty much though then the entire supply vanishes within the morning. So I basically decided at around 2 AM to skulk into the laundry room, get some water bowl, sneak into my bathroom again, put some in there, get back, use bathroom, whatever it was, then go back in my room and go sleep. Simple plan. However, it didn't entirely go on that well, as this night is still imprinted into my mind. what happened when I was actually moving out of my room and I had to go down one corridor because basically with the house last what it was an exact right angle. So pretty much you couldn't see what was around the corner, and the door separating the old house to the new house actually was a glass door, so you could see through it. And when I turned the corner, I noticed something there. I just noticed that this white gown thing. I just thought, to begin with, I actually thought, well, maybe it was just someone there from my family who just put up a white sort of dressing gown or dress up there without me knowing it. And when I moved a bit further into moving towards the laundry room, that was when the most freakiest bit happened. When I saw a head beginning to lift up, as basically it was facing the stairs going down. Basically, when I saw the head bit moving, when I looked more closely, it turned out it was actually a head. Now, pretty much, when it comes to seeing a figure at 2 a.m. in your own house, there are 3 options which tend to happen. There is 1, you scream like a little girl and you sprint away. There is you heavily foul yourself and then run away, or you remain motionless from fear and you just hope that whatever it is doesn't see you. With me, it was something quite different. I did a combination between the first and the second, the first and the third. The second never happened, fortunately. Basically, what it was, the third bit happened because it turned out my entire pelvis area had suddenly just every muscle just contracted from fear. So basically, my bladder went into a state of shock, and as soon as I saw the head begin to sort of look slightly back down the stairs, I felt my leg muscles suddenly go into overdrive. I just sprinted back into my room, not slamming the door somehow. I basically barricaded my door fully. I went straight into my bed and I didn't move. I couldn't fall asleep that night. And pretty much that's what happened. And unfortunately, my family as well. Whenever something like this happens, on the rarest occasion, this is the first time it's ever happened to them. Unfortunately, when you think you heard something or you see something, when you go to tell someone, they naturally feel quite sceptical. Unfortunately, there's not entirely all that down to it, because when I did mention it, then all I got was, don't be silly. Okay, so I saw a freaking apparition through a glass door that put me into a state of shock. Put me into a state of shock, and I got told, don't be silly. Okay, this is why some people wonder why I tend not and start telling people then what's bothering me half the time. Okay, and from that note, folks, we are cutting it there. As you've seen, we've gotten ourselves everything but the one thing. So we need 10 more on the car wash, and then we're good. Xbox One and recording wise, gonna try and get some more of that. You've heard them, my ghost story. This was completely legit. Seriously, I can still remember this very day what it looked like. It scared me badly. And that's why if I ever hold this idea what I'm doing, because I've told think 2 of my mates is so far, that's the third one currently I can't get a hold of because he's on a game a lot of the time. That if any place is going to be found, it is not to be haunted. It is not. I'm going to try and see if it's not old. Is the building as well? Because if it is, there's always a chance that that it might have something to it that not even the builders knew back then, or if none of the state agencies knew, or a lot. But yeah, pretty much then first, just from that Okay, folks, so me that much. Thank you very much for watching this. If you have like a morning, afternoon, evening, night, if you want to subscribe, please feel free so. If you want to leave a comment, I will reply to them as soon as I see them. And if you leave a like if you want, because it means we're right. Okay, folks, see you all later, and do please have a lot of fun, y'all.